I'm back again because I I figure that probably the fastest way to um, make this process happen is to upload like kind of how I'm uploading my video game material, frequently, probably with similar titles to flood a certain search profile. So here's the plan. So I'm going to do another video about my real life superpowers, being able to talk to basically any person I can imagine. Well, I shouldn't say person, I just talk so as such a shorthand way because of how much I've done it at this point. I have been doing it since almost 2016, if not early 2017. So it's like I am very used to it. Whatever you want to call it, character frames, caricatures. It's mind chatter, but they're very lifelike. So I just call them people. People in my head. They're full bodied people. It's very engaging. Like I said in the last video, it's a very weird life to live. It's cool. It's very cool. I won't even deny it. Honestly, despite the the tragedy that unfolded to make it happen, because it was a bit of a hard story. Um, I wouldn't trade the outcome for anything. I think I could really change the world if there's any way to image it at any point, image it properly in my neurology. But yeah, so I'm going to get into it. I'm just going to show you guys more of what the talking looks like. And I'm just going to talk into the video. So I'm going to just kind of say stuff to a blank slate, sort of, just language stream and kind of see what comes out. So, what are we going to talk about? Okay, so it's like they really want something specific, but you're not going to say it. And it's like, yeah, I know, but like, yeah, you get it. It's like, how do we say something that's like, you know, worthwhile? I guess is what I'm saying. Like, really hammers it home. It's like, we are going to do a long conversation eventually. This comes on. Oh yeah, I do plan on doing doing streams. The honest problem is that I'm just so loose with it at this point that I'd honestly drop probably swears that, or even potentially like I could see myself accidentally letting a slur drop out of my mouth on like Twitch or something on accident, and I'd just be screwed. It'd be over, and that's just such a stupid way to go. So I'm doing this very carefully, It's just like I listen. I listen very carefully. So let's continue. Ooh. Yeah, they don't really know what to make of that. Yeah, because it's just a natural language stream. It's like every word I know. It can't. It even does actually use words that I've seen or something, or like it will give me fake words sometimes. Like loam is a word, LOAM. I had this word loaming. I thought that loaming was a word. It's not. It's very like I said in the first video, it's creative. It's like it's definitely not like, but even then if you put that to like a a a test of like logic, that's a word somewhere, right? So it's not like it's not people. English isn't the only language. It isn't even on our planet, right? So let's continue. All right, so like, what are we gonna do? It's like, so are we gonna actually continue doing this? It'll be really different. We're used to really talking about kind of hard shit, and it's like, so what's the point of it though? It's like we're gonna display what's available on the planet, I guess. That's kind of the plan, right? It's to ultimately show people what the capacity of their own world is. That's kind of my idea. The capability, I should say. Both. Yeah. The world is weirder than you guys think. And there are a lot of people on this planet who know that. And unfortunately, it just takes experiences like mental illness or drug use or religion or something like that for people to understand the planet is weird. I don't know why my other hand's shaking so much. Um, but yeah, the planet is a weirder place than people think. You just need to get into it, you know? You need to get into it. Yeah, exactly. It's like that. It's like, so I at least have some people who can recognize that this is a real phenomenon in my life because I've been doing it, like I said, since at least early 2017. So it's like, I've been doing it since like, since what am I? I'm 27 now. 2017. Yeah, since I was like 21. So I've been doing this for a really long time. I'm very used to it. It's interesting. I couldn't originally do it through my mouth, but I had this sort of like I explained in the first video, genesic sort of event where this I just kind of like, oh, I can do this now. It's kind of just like no different than moving really lightly. It's like moving along with a thought. It's like moving along with a thought, you know? It's like, have you ever done that before? People who play video games kind of get what I'm saying. You move along with what you're thinking. It's not that hard. It's like, so, it's like, yeah. So as it goes through my head, I say it along with it, and it just kind of goes along like that. It's a very intuitive sort of design, and I can share it with people. Yeah, he does it. It's really good. He says it with people. It's like that. And yeah, because I've done it so much, you can obviously see that it kind of plays out through my my facial expression and stuff. I get very into it. I kind of embraced it in in the spirit of like shamanism and like the idea of channelers and things like that. I'm kind of channeling the feeling of it, through myself. It's a very weird feeling. It's almost like half the actual feeling emotions that I feel aren't really mine per se, and that is it sounds like complication, but when I explain further that I also feel emotional stimulations just from the mind chatter itself, it's like it's really not that bad. It's like so if it's positive, it's like it might as well just be a good feeling, if I'm gonna get them anyways. If I can somehow mold it to be something good, I might as well do it, right? You know? And it's like you shouldn't take that advice overall when you're experiencing hallucinatory symptoms because sometimes that can lead you to something like a delusional state, and that could lead you to a really bad situation where you could potentially be doing something wrong and not even realize it. Don't always take this advice as a disclaimer. But if you have the right head for it and the thing isn't that bad, like all I'm doing is talking and feeling feelings that are made up potentially by my brain, right? So essentially, it's like I just kind of do the whole uh, feel of it. Yeah, I can't really think of a better word for it. The whole feel of it. It's a pretty crazy life. It's a pretty crazy life. Pretty crazy. But yeah, to give you an idea of what I do on a daily basis, it's like I'll pretty much get into this within my first 5 minutes, and it'll fill in pretty much everything between me doing things like recording my videos for my channel or the other maintenance things that I'm doing to get my life on track. Because obviously, with something like this, would you believe I had psychosis? Yes, I did. Like I said in the first video, I thought it was real at some point. Yeah. Because I was into concepts like remote viewing and stuff. I was really convinced that people were actually on the planet. And it's like, oops, oh well. It's just a creative little language stream in my head. So, but it talks to me, and it's really interesting. It's a really cool little, a cool, a cool phenomenon. Um, so I'm gonna do it a little bit more. It's like this. He goes, I'm gonna do it a little bit more. It's like, so he, it's like, what else would you expect us to talk like? Is there any other way to talk in English? It's like, fair. Yeah. And it's like, so, it's like, so we're pretty normal. It's like having a party in his head, though. He just kind of sits there and talks about it. He just says it to us, and he's like, so, um, if you do it, hmm, if you do it, yeah, yeah, that was just kind of trailing off. Anyways, it's just like, you get it. It's like, I can sit here and just talk. And these aren't even very good conversations. Like I said, I usually have much better conversations because I do scenarios. I do actual scenarios. We talk about uh, uh, like the stuff that other stuff that I've been working on that I haven't been able to get to people because no one could parse it back in 2016. And it was like, okie dokie, I'll wait. And since then, I've just kind of been trying to get a big enough following to where I can just kind of be like, hey, math guys, I don't want to learn all that calculus. You can have it. How's that sound? And they go, okie dokie. And it's like, yeah, brother, I don't want to do math for the rest of my life. You can, because you like it. I don't. I like art and stuff. So it's like, this is just kind of like, me reaching out and trying to show people. It's like, yo, I got like, kind of, I hate to say it, but a bit of the world on my shoulders right now. And it's like, I really want to help, and I'm stuck in a garage and have been literally for 7 years. It's kind of crazy. Help me out, guys. I do actually want you to share these, is what I'm going to start saying. Please share these. Share these with everyone you know, because I'm going to help out. You'll see me. I'll be very helpful. I'll be very, and that's the word I'll use, helpful. Undeniably helpful. So, bye for now. That's the second video. Expect more. You'll be seeing a lot of this pretty face.